Right, Paul, your first bit of transfer business is to extend Amari Sterling-James' contract.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about why, what you've seen in him, why you wanted to tie him down for a bit longer.
Well, the first thing I noticed is the impact he had at Tranmere away when he come on. So he's proved he's able to do it, albeit that was in one game, to do it at League Two level. Since then, obviously, I've had 3 weeks of looking at all the players, and Amari's contract was up in January, and I really like what I saw, if I'm honest. I think he can play in a number of positions. I think he can play wide. I think he could actually go up top off a big man, and he can play in the space, which is really interesting. He works hard. He wants to be a footballer. Okay, that's the biggest question for him and for all the lads. Are they prepared to put the hours in on the training field? Okay, and make this their life, which you have to do as young players. That doesn't change, in my opinion. He wants to do that, and he's got a really good personality as well. So he ticks the boxes. The one thing he is raw. He needs work, like all of the young players need. But I'm delighted. I think we've got a really, really good prospect.
Yeah, and how pleased were you with the changes that you made at Mansfield, the impact they had? Now you know you can use them, you can call upon them. Yeah,
well, that's the opportunity the players have to take in training and in games. Of course, games are more important, but also in training you get to see their capabilities, their strengths, and their weaknesses. And certainly the boys that come on at Mansfield are really ready and up for it, and I believe that comes from the training ground and the belief. Subs play a major role in the game now, and you're either going to come on and affect it in a positive way if you're ready, which we were, or a negative way if you're not ready and your head's not right.
Yeah, and just over 3 weeks in now, do you feel like you're learning massive amounts about the players every training session, every day?
Yeah,
you work with them?
Yeah, I think obviously when a new manager comes in, the players are a little bit nervous, a bit edgy. They're not quite sure what you like or don't like. But I wasn't trying to catch anybody out at all. And I'm not that type of person or manager. I'm not going to set traps. It's about real basics, and which I've said. It's about good people. The player has to be a good person, and I think I can judge that. In terms of his work ethic. I want selfless players. I want players that want to be here, want to be training, and put Cheltenham Town first. That's so important to me.
Yeah, Lee Vaughan's back from suspension. Steve Elliott close for Portsmouth. Has he got a chance? Portsmouth is gradually getting back, nearer to full strength availability, isn't it now?
Yeah, Lee Vaughan back is a plus. He's an out and out right back. He offers a real threat going forward as well, and he's been a real energiser. Lee, I've got to be honest. He knows he's let himself down and the club down in terms of the challenge. It wasn't a great challenge at all, but he's paid the price for that now. We get him back. He's trained hard. He's really put a real effort in while he's been out. He understands it. When I said to him, you've got to be out there now, ready to come back in, because the squad is small and we need him back. So pleased to have him back. And Big Steve, he done a really hard session on Tuesday, got through that. We gave him a rest yesterday, and he'll train again today. So he's another plus. I mean, when you put Steve in on 11v11 in the back, he's a towering figure. You put him alongside Matty, you put him alongside Troy, and that it gives you different ideas of how to play. So I'm delighted to have him back.
Yeah, and Portsmouth at home is one for everyone to look forward to. The fans, they'll bring a good contingent, and it's a huge club, isn't it? But how much are you looking forward to another home game?
Well, this is Christmas is a really wonderful time, and we want to put on a performance at the weekend to mirror really what we've been doing in training. I think this is the thing now with the players. I want them to take what I've been seeing in training into games. Okay, and that's confident. You need confidence to do that. But they've trained really well. We've discussed a lot of things about how we want to play and what type of team are we. Because I'm keen for us to have an identity. I'm keen for us to us all to look at each other in the eye and know what we're going to get more or less on a Saturday. I know mistakes are going to come, but we want to be really fit. We want to be positive, and we want to go out and try and win the game on Saturday.